Everyone thinks that teens in our world today use alcohol, tobacco, or drugs to cope with everyday struggles. You may think they do.
But they don't. Welcome to the But They Don't podcast, a podcast for teens by teens. Join us as we cover substance use prevention, mental health, community conversations, and more.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the But They Don't podcast. I'm Katie.
And I'm Alyssa.
This week's topic is very serious and can be triggering, so we want to warn you guys before we start, and we will be talking about sexual assault.
This week's blunt truth is scary. According to RAINN.org, females ages 16 to 19 are 4 times more likely than general population to be victims of rape, attempted rape, or sexual assault. The effects of child sexual abuse can be long-lasting and affect the victim's mental health. Victims are about 4 times more likely to develop symptoms of drug abuse than non-victims, so this is an important conversation to have.
It's very important. And so we thought, why don't we bring someone here that actually works with these people? So we want to welcome Josh from the Pickens County Advocacy Center.
Thank y'all for having me.
Yes, we're so glad you could be here.
Yeah, thank you.
So can you tell us a little bit about what the Pickens County Advocacy Center does?
Sure. We're a nonprofit agency that offers services to survivors of sexual assault and secondary survivors of sexual assault. A lot of times people don't think about moms, dads, spouses being affected as well. All of our services are 100% free. Our services include a 24-hour crisis hotline, hospital accompaniment, counseling, legal advocacy, education, outreach, and prevention.
Wow, that sounds like an amazing service, and I'm so glad we have it here in Pickens County. So how many survivors do you see in a year?
Well, everybody's kind of recovering from COVID. A lot of the social services had a big drop in numbers, but last year we served over 100 survivors.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about what your job entails as the legal advocate at the Advocacy Center?
Yeah. All of us at PCAC help man the 24-hour crisis hotline. We also all report to the hospital to support survivors. And I specifically help clients navigate the legal system. So that's the criminal or civil legal system.
Oh, cool. For someone listening to this episode who actually lives here in Pickens County, how can they help the Advocacy Center?
One thing, follow us on social media. Donate money, supplies, time. A really big thing that we could use help with is fundraisers. And then always volunteers. We're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
Okay, so we recently collected socks, chapstick, and face wipes for the Advocacy Center survivor bags. Can you tell everyone what those are used for?
Those go into our hospital kits.
Mm-hmm.
We supply people who show up at the hospital with clothes and then chapsticks, makeup wipes, that kind of stuff.
That's cool, and I'm glad that we have something here in Pickens County like that. If someone who doesn't live in Pickens County is struggling with, what can you tell them about helping survivors of sexual assault?
The first thing is believe them. That is a huge hurdle for survivors, is a lot of people are just afraid to come forward because no one's going to believe them. So that would be the number one thing to me, is just believe people when they say they've experienced it.
So sexual assault can be a scary topic and something that we don't want to talk about or even think about. But as Josh pointed out, the numbers of survivors that they see and the statistics that we shared from RAINN is prevalent that we need to stay vigilant so we can all be safe. Here's some tips from RAINN about staying safe in social situations. And Josh, feel free to comment and chime in with your expertise whenever you'd like.
All right.
Make a plan. If you're going out to a party, go with people that you trust. And agree to watch out for each other and plan to leave together. And that doesn't even go to the sexual assault. Even if there was drinking and drugs involved, make sure you always have someone there that can drive you home and that you trust enough in general. If your plans change, make sure to touch base with other people in your group. Don't leave someone stranded in an unfamiliar or unsafe situation.
So protect your drink. Do not leave your drink unattended and watch out for your friends' drinks if you can. If you go to the bathroom or step outside, take the drink with you or toss it out. Only drink from those that are from unopened containers or drinks being washed and poured. This applies to sodas or water too. It's not always possible to know if something has been added to someone's drink. Drug facilitated sexual assault. A perpetrator could use a substance that has no color, taste, or odor.
It's okay to lie. If you want to exit a situation immediately and you're concerned about frightening or upsetting someone, it's okay to lie. You are never obligated to remain in a situation that makes you feel uncomfortable, pressured, or threatened. You can also lie to help a friend leave a situation that you think may be dangerous. Some excuses you could use are needing to take care of another friend or family member, an urgent phone call, not feeling well, and having to be somewhere else at a certain time.
Another very, very important one is be a good friend. Trust your instincts. If you notice something that doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Josh, is there anything you'd like to add to any of that?
All that's great information. It's all kind of falls under bystander intervention. Me personally, I would like to emphasize, be a good friend. Like when you see a friend in trouble, help them.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. We know this topic is very heavy, but we wanted to share this information with you and share the amazing work that Pickens County oh my Lord.
It's a hard word to say.
Yes.
Advocacy. It is.
Advocacy.
It is.
We want to thank you guys for helping the survivors here in Pickens County, and we encourage you to do the research in your community to see if there is an advocacy center close to you guys.
So there's no upcoming events to share with you today, but be sure to follow us on social media, on Facebook, Pickens County Youth Board, and on Instagram and TikTok at WeArePCYB.
And what was the social media that you had mentioned?
Yeah, I was going to say. We're on Facebook, so you can just look us up, Pickens County Advocacy Center, like and follow us. We're also on Instagram at PCYB and at raise_the_bar. That's our prevention. We go out to bars in Clemson and try to educate owners and workers about bystander intervention.
Yeah,
Great. And we'll be sure to link those in the description of this week's
Awesome.
episode.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you again so much for coming.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank y'all.
And thank you guys for joining us. I hope you all have a great week.